everybody, I'm Alex Gum. Welcome to another Pokemon Go video. Today we're going to rank every single Pokemon Go event throughout the month of July from worst to best. We're pretty much ranking these events based on bonuses, features, positive and negative feedback, participation and engagement, and if there was something that was interesting or not. And these are all pretty much in my opinion. So if you have your opinions on which event throughout the month of July in Pokemon Go were your favorites or least favorites, let us know in the comments below. And while you're at it, give this video a thumbs up and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now without further ado, let's just jump into number 11 because there were 11 events. And number 11 is the worst event of the month of July. And in my opinion, the worst event of the month of July is the summer concert event. There were a couple of problems with this event. Number one, it was scheduled along with 3 other events during that weekend. We had the Community Day, we had a Gmax Battle Day, and we had another event that was going on for that whole week. So it was like almost forgetful. The second problem is that this event was too limited. It was from like 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. on each day instead of 4 straight days. Not everybody was able to get enough chat-out encounters despite the fact that it was shiny boosted. I will say we personally got ourselves a shiny Chatot, but that was during like the first hour. So literally 5 minutes before the lure module went off, I got a shiny. And then I just called it a day because I didn't want to stand around and do nothing anymore. Coming at number 10 is Adventure Week 2025. There were a couple things that were very disappointing about this event. The expectation of fossil Pokemon being featured during Adventure Week is a tradition. Although we've been seeing a huge decline of fossil Pokemon being featured, just like last year's, which I was very upset about, I think 2023 was the best year we had for Adventure Week because we had a new Mega, we had shiny Tyrant and Amora. Anyway, I was just a little disappointed there were no fossils. Although I liked how they included Toedscool and Wiglet, if they were not in their specific biomes, this was a second problem. It's accessibility. Not every single trainer has access to a beach biome or a city biome or just pretty much any biomes, especially rural players. I was fortunate enough to go a couple of spots in my area, but I had to travel for it. It's not far, but it was a pain to just travel and just stay there for a few hours in a specific location to get the Wiglet nonetheless. Coming at number 9 is Eevee Community Day Classic. This is the 3rd time that we had an EeveeCon Day Classic. And after getting over 50 shiny Eevee, playing this for the 3rd time in a row, I don't think we need any more shiny Eevee. Coming at number 8 is Dynamax Latios and Dynamax Latios Max Battle Weekend. I like the Max Battle Days better because not only the bonuses are better, we also get an option to buy a ticket to increase our maximum experience by collecting more max particles and having more of this and more of that. And I don't like how Max Battle Weekends, despite the fact that it's 2 full days, we still feel like the bonuses and the amount of max particles that we collect on the weekend combined is still not enough. And although it's great that we can remote for Dynamax Pokemon and we can have up to 4 trainers, you are blindly inviting trainers and hoping that they have good encounters and good strategy to take them down. And then you just see somebody, I kid you not, I'll show you a screen. Somebody used a Bulbasaur for a Dynamax Latios battle. If you were that person using a Dynamax Bulbasaur, evolve it, at least, despite the type advantage. Like, come on, man. Overall, these guys were so difficult to take down unless you were gonna play in person. I kind of had a disadvantage because I had to attend a wedding, which it was a great ceremony and everything. But I did not like how the remote features just doesn't guarantee you that you win with a party of 4. It's brutal. Coming at number 7 is Hisuian Lilligant Raid Day. I thought this was a good raid day. It was a 3-star raid boss that made its debut and we got the shiny, no problem. It's really awesome to see a new Hisuian form finally in the game. I know this is not like a meta relevant Pokemon. If it is, I know I may be wrong, but at least it was super easy to take down with some flying type moves. However, I am going to deduct some points because of what happened in earlier time zones in New Zealand and Australia where Hisuian Lilligant was not present in raids. But nonetheless, we did get a new Hisuian form and it's shiny. Coming at number 6 is the Water Festival event. In my opinion, I think the Water Festival event this year was kind of mid. We saw the exact same spawns, although there were a couple that were shiny boosted, which were shiny Staryu and shiny Tortuga. I can't be mad about that. I did not like the rest of the spawns. There were Feebas and Clamperl and Magikarp, like water types that are either perma boosted or just too common. We get a lot of those. And then, of course, the research. The field research was just kind of mixy. There was like, you do this task and you get like 4 to 5 of a water type Pokemon. It's like, can we just do 1 for Staryu and 1 for Tortuga? I don't know why Pokemon Go is stacking those. That was my personal problem. And again, there was a lot of events that were happening during the weekend, so you had to play it for like the first couple days, and then you just kind of forget about them because you have the G-Max Lapras Day, you also have the Quaxly Com Day, and then if you guys were crazy, you did the summer concert for some reason. Oh, and let's talk about Tatsugiri for just a second. Yeah, why in raids and why regional exclusives? Look, I did 3 of them. I did all 3 and got all 3, but like, come on. Really? Coming at number 5 is the 9th anniversary events. Usually we have some good anniversary events, and I think they brought in a really cool exclusive Pokemon, which is Gimmighoul with a special background. And plus, this was arguably a really anticipated shiny release, and that was really awesome. This could have been number 1, however, trainers don't have access to a Nintendo Switch or a Pokemon Scarlet copy or a Pokemon Violet copy. So although I do have Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and the Switch, I kind of had an advantage by default. But for other trainers, they probably couldn't be able to get a regular shiny Gimmighoul, or at least a coin bag or an extra golden lure module. But aside from that, at least we had some good bonuses. At least we had some access to golden lure modules that were just randomly popping up to give you extra coins. And you also get some field research to get at least a Gimmighoul registered in the Pokédex. And if you were lucky, a shiny Gimmighoul, which I think was shiny boosted if I'm not mistaken. Plus, you got a really rare exclusive shiny Gimmighoul with a special 9th anniversary coin background. Coming at number 4 is Gigantamax Lapras Max Battle Day. Despite the fact that we had Gigantamax Lapras before, this is the first time that we got to battle it remotely, which is why trainers were so excited. Also, it was super easier to take down, and it was more fragile than I thought, because we were getting more Dynamax and Gigantamax Pokemon, in addition to the Crown Sword Zacian and the Crown Shield Zamazenta, so it was a lot easier to take this down, whether you were doing it remotely or in person. Coming at number 3 is Quaxly Community Day. I love a community day where we get a shiny release, and it was for the last Paldean starter, Quaxly. Also, it's really great to have a community day bonus of 3 times catch Stardust, because that way you could just stack up on that Stardust, especially using some of that from the previous event, which was the G-Max Lapras Max Battle Day. But yeah, this was really fun. I had a good time. I was with my boy Chris and Carson. We got enough shiny Quaxly to be satisfied, so I'm pretty content. Now, before we talk about the last 2 events, I just want to say that these 2 were so hard to rank, but they were both Ultra Unlock events, and I thought they were amazing because of the Pokemon debuts and the bonuses. And it was just kind of hard to decide which one should be number 2 and number 1. Then I kind of went through while playing both these events, and I decided to rank number 2 to the Steel and Scales event. First of all, I love that they finally released Honedge in Pokemon Go. Yeah, PvP encounters, and then of course you have 1-star raids. I pretty much did some raids because I was sick and tired of getting, what was it, Spoink? Why was I getting Spoink from PvP encounters? I hit rank 6 and got to 16, still Spoink. I don't get it. But nonetheless, we still got enough Honedge to evolve into EG Slash, and we were able to complete the Kalos Pokédex with the Platinum Medal, which is amazing. In addition, we did get a shiny release, which was Shiny Rookidee. Now, although it's exciting to get a new shiny, Shiny Rookidee was gonna have a calm day in August, and although I don't have a Shiny Rookidee, I was just gonna patiently wait for August Community Day. So I think that was the reason why I decided to bump this at number 2. But regardless, 4 times catch XP, 4 times catch Stardust, Shiny Boosted Unknown, We got a lot of shiny Bagon during this event, and the shiny Beldum as well. Those were 2 shiny boosted Pokemon that trainers loved, despite the fact that they had community days in the past, and community day classics. So overall, this was such a solid event. And ladies and gentlemen, the #1 Pokemon GO event in the month of July in 2025, in my opinion, goes to the Hisui Celebration event. This was the first Ultra Unlock event. It happened after the anniversary event, and oh man, this was fun. Bonuses were the same. We had 4 times Catch XP, 4 times Catch Stardust, and then of course shiny boosted Pokemon like shiny Hisuian Voltorb and shiny Hisuian Quillfish and shiny Unknown U in raids. We also had a debut which was Hisuian Zorua. And what I liked about it is that it was just simply in the wild. It was disguised just like the Unova Zorua, so unlike the Honedge and 1-star raids, it was just more accessible to get a Zorua Hisuian for. And also, we talked about Beldum and Bagon. Despite having community days, they were shiny boosted and trainers loved them. Hisuian Voltorb and Hisuian Quillfish, as I'm making this video, never had a comm date and never had a shiny boost. I got a couple shiny Hisuian Voltorb during this event, and I'm pretty pleased. Yeah, so overall, dude, like this was a really good Ultra Unlock, and we also got some really good bonuses. I think this year we had really strong Ultra Unlocks this year. But you guys can have your own opinions. Do you guys agree? Do you disagree? Let us know in the comments below. And thank you guys so much for watching today's video. We will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.